everybody, Brock Frady here, helping you enjoy your ride. I'm coming to you today from Van York Toyota in beautiful High Point, North Carolina. And today we're going to take a look at a 2017 Toyota Highlander Limited all-wheel drive. We're going to take a close look at the inside, at the outside, at the specs. I'm going to show you how the interior features work, and I think you're going to really enjoy this 2017 Toyota Highlander all-wheel drive, limited all-wheel drive. Let's take a look at how the key works. This is your key fob, and you can see on the top you have lock, below that you have unlock, hold, and hold. That first hold is for the rear door, the second hold is for the panic alarm. When you activate the panic alarm, there's going to be about a 2-second delay, but the lights will go crazy, the horn will go crazy. You can see the Toyota emblem on the back. So you can hit lock, and that'll lock all the doors. And you can hit unlock. That unlocks the driver's door. Hit unlock twice. That unlocks all 4 doors and gives you access to the rear hatch. I can press and hold. And there's the rear hatch. There's your third row seat. It's folded down in the down position right now, and you can see 2 cup holders on either side. That's one of the things about this thing. It's got a ton of cup holders. There's a light here. So I'm gonna pull the tether up, and then it's gonna kind of lock into place. Then I can pull this headrest up. There's a headrest here. I can see the third row there. And then of course I can pull the other one up there, or the other third row seat. And then to lay the third row back down, I just pulled this shoulder strap and let it drop. I can press the key fob again. There goes your door. Backup camera is here. And that little button is to lock the doors. In the event that you need to access the back, but you don't need to get into any other parts of the vehicle, if you approached it, what you would do with the key fob on you is you would squeeze a little rubber button here underneath the Toyota emblem. You would do what you need to do in the back, then when the door closes, you would press that, lock the door, and you're done. It's got a 3.5 liter V6 with dual variable valve timing with intelligence, a direct shift 8-speed transmission. It actually has a 5,000 pound tow capacity. That's pretty impressive for a vehicle like this. 19-inch Chrome Tech wheels with P245 55R19 tires, dynamic torque control, all-wheel drive, and hill start assist control. That's a pretty cool feature. You can actually, if you're sitting on a hill at a stoplight, when you take your foot off the brake, it will stay in place, and that prevents you from rolling backwards. Toyota Safety Sense, pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert with steering assist, and automatic high beams. You see that little triangle under the glass? That's one of the things that, one of the main components of that feature that causes it to do what it does in keeping you all safe. A dynamic radar cruise control. It can actually determine when a vehicle is in front of you while the cruise control is on, determine the distance and maintain that distance via braking and accelerating in order to keep you away from other cars at a safe distance. The front end of this thing is just fantastic. Bold, aggressive, wide stance. Blind spot monitor with rear cross traffic alert. And you're gonna see a little icon right there in the mirror. See that icon right there? With rear cross traffic alert. So while you're backing, it can sense when another vehicle is coming from the left or the right that you can't see, and it will alert you via an audible tone and a little icon that's on the dash by the speedometer. Now let's take a look at the heart of the beast. The hood latch is going to be just to the right of the Toyota emblem, and it is a 3.5 liter dual overhead cam V6 with 295 horsepower at 6,600 RPM, 263 pound-foot of torque at 4,700 RPM. It has variable valve timing, 24 valves per cylinder. There's your oil, and it is 0W20, so you change the oil every 10,000 miles, rotate the tires every 5. Never, ever, 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 ever open that when it's hot. That is not a good thing. That is yellow for a reason. Windshield washer fluid. Battery is on the far right. Brake fluid is that golden fluid in that container. Relay fuses. Airbox there. Those LED daytime running lights are absolutely fantastic. I love how big that is and how they wrap around, kind of come around the side of the vehicle all the way down to the front. That is just great. Did I mention that there is so much room in this Highlander? I am 6'3", and what you can do to illustrate how much room there is in this thing is I got comfortable right there in that driver's seat. Put it in the position where I would normally drive. And now take a look at that second row seat. You see how far that seat bottom is from that? But let me illustrate. So look at that. That is so comfortable. I have tons of room. There's your center console with rear air controls. Check out all those power outlets you have there. In the center between the two captain's chairs, which I love captain's chairs, there's a little tray, and you can have two cup holders there. Toyota does not want thirsty people in their cars, okay? Look at that, cup holders, water bottle, holder right there inside the door. Just cup holders all over the place. So buy a Toyota, stay hydrated. So this is just a fantastic interior also. The leather is very, very soft and luxurious. And the leather back here is perforated. The seats in the back are not heated or ventilated. They're simply perforated to match the front seats. Second and third row air registers there in the ceiling. That's the third row. And that's the inside of the second row door. Rear shades. Nice rear shade for the back glass. Satin trim on the inside of the door panel. Really, really well put together. The fit and finish is just fantastic. Also, this is a one-touch up and down automatic window. JBL stereo upgrade. Green Edge technology. Did you know that Green Edge technology, the speaker cones are made of charcoal? Pretty cool. Something that I usually don't point out is the adjustable seatbelt height of the driver's seatbelt. And this just happens to be adjustable for the driver and the passenger. Side curtain airbags for all the way back here. You're also going to have airbags in the steering wheel, driver's side knee airbag, passenger side knee airbag, airbags on the outer portions of the front seats. So you've just got airbags all over the place. Check out how to operate this second row seat. Let me unbuckle. So as you can see, it's kind of a two-stage process. You pull this handle first, then you operate this lever. And then that allows it to fold down basically completely flat so that you can use that entire rear space as cargo area if you needed to. This is actually a feature you probably don't want to show your friends. Let me tell you why. Because this area, when that second row is completely folded flat, is tremendous for storage. You know why you don't want to tell your friends that? Because they're going to want to use your Highlander to help them move. You know, they've got a big piece of furniture, or they're moving their teenage son out of the house or whatever, and they're going to realize you've got that much storage capacity, more than their pickup truck maybe, and they're going to want to borrow it. So if you're showing your friends your new Highlander, don't show them this video, because, you know, they're just going to want to use you, and that's not right. And that is just so simple to do. Pretty cool. The inside of this driver's door is just like the inside of a luxury car. Check out that wood grain memory seats. That's going to be for your seat and your mirror positions, so you can set your power seat to wherever you're comfortable. Set your mirror controls to where you can see really well. Then you'll press set and a number here, and that will memorize those for up to 2 people. Power windows, power door locks, And then that top left button is the locking button for all the windows to make it so that none of your passengers can then roll down their windows or roll their windows up. Lots of storage there in that pocket. Adjustments for your power seat, and that is absolutely fantastic. One of the reasons why I think that's so fantastic is because of that button right there. And that's a seat cushion extender. On long trips, extend that seat cushion out and then take this button here and either raise or lower that seat cushion up or down, and it makes it feel like a recliner basically. Don't get too comfortable because you don't want to fall asleep. That is fantastic. I love that feature. Seat cushion extender. Check out the Highlander badging there on that kick panel. There's your brake, push on and off for your fuel door. That's how you pop the hood. The inside is absolutely luxurious, but simple. It's not overdone, it's not underdone. Everything seems to work. I mean, think about it. How do you put a wood grain interior, brushed aluminum trim, 3 or 4 different colors of materials that you're going to be touching all the time and everything, stitching, all that, and just make it work inside of an interior, and not just make it work, but make it look really nice? Well, this is how you do it. And look at that whole storage area there underneath that wood grain. That is a really big storage area. And there's a little pass-through, you see that? And this allows you to to place your cell phone here, run the cable for your cell phone down, and then charge your cell phone via one of these chargers here. These buttons that are here are all kind of like driving mode buttons, starting from the far right. That's locking center differential. That puts equal power to all 4 wheels in a nasty, slippery situation. DAC is downhill assist control on a rocky, craggy, nasty downhill area. You hit that button and you basically steer, and the vehicle is going to let you down that nasty area through accelerator modulation and brake modulation. Snow mode is where you see snow. Hit that, it starts the transmission in a higher gear, maybe like second, to reduce the likelihood of wheel slippage in bad weather. And the far left is traction control off. Again, there's those cup holders. Hydrate by a Toyota. More water bottle holders there. Excellent, excellent storage area. Now, check this out. Your natural tendency when you see this is to pull, 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 push, 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 but it's not gonna do it. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, push, pull, pull, pull. But what you need to do, slow down, gently push, then pull, okay? Let's try that again. Push, then pull. Oh, nice, huh? Okay, now you try. Good job. So you're gonna push, push, pull, and you hear it lock. Push, lock. Okay? Quit getting in and trying to push and pull and freaking out and saying it's not working. Push down, pull. Nice and easy. Excellent storage area there with lots of storage. PowerPoint there in the bottom. There's a tray. You can take this tray out. And that gives you even more storage. Heated and ventilated seat controls. Shift into reverse and you can see a grid there with your backup camera. And notice that as I turn the steering wheel, that grid moves. See that? And that's called dynamic grid lines. And so what happens is that the yellow block moves, and there's also blue lines there. You see that? If you use this properly, you can actually park this thing more straight backwards than you can forward. So what you're going to do is place those blue lines just inside the white lines that are painted onto the parking lot, and then you're just going to back straight up. Eventually your goal is to get those yellow lines to line up with the blue lines, to overlay the blue lines just like that. And then you're going to want to place that red line kind of near the curb that you're backing up to. That is a great feature. Use caution while backing. Always wear your seatbelt. Never drink and drive. Never text and drive. Call your mom, and spay and neuter your pets. Left side of the steering wheel audio controls with voice commands. Volume up and down. Preset station scan or track up and down. That will change the mode from AM, FM, XM, CD, iPod, Bluetooth. Voice commands. Bluetooth, multi-information display for the center little area there. Lane departure alert, radar cruise control. With the key fob inside the vehicle, place your foot on the brake, push the start button, and she fires right up. On the far left here is your turn signal stalk with headlights and fog lights. Over on the far left you see DRL off, that's daytime running lights, auto, parking lights, and headlights on manually. Fog lights. I recommend you take this little hash mark here, roll it to auto. That's going to let the LED daytime running lights stay on, increasing your safety while you're driving during the day. This is pretty cool. See that? It only blinked 3 times, watch. It's because I did not fully engage it. When you fully engage it, so that's kind of like a little 3 blink lane change thing. It does have intelligent high beams. You see right there it says auto. Push that in, push this stalk forward, and now your automatic high beams are active when the headlights cut on at night automatically, as long as that's in that position. High beams will be on, and whenever you're in proximity to another vehicle, they will automatically lower to low beam. Then when you're not around another vehicle, they'll come back up to high beam. I really recommend using that feature a lot to allow you to really take advantage of your high beams without blinding people. On the right side here, that's your windshield wiper stalk. And you can see on the inside of that, you have high, low, intermittent, off, and mist. So the off is the default position. So I'm gonna push it up. Got a little bit of rainwater on the windshield wipers this morning. And there we go. And intermittent, 1 click down, then low, then high, all that, okay? Intermittent, this controls the intermittent speed of the wipers. Rear wiper control, and so you can roll that up, intermittent, and then you can roll it up again, and it's on constantly. Pull this toward you, it'll wash off the front glass. Push it away from you, it's gonna wash off the back glass. Multi-information display here. That's gonna be that multi-directional keypad. I'm gonna press this button, the pages icon display comes up here. And so I'm gonna press down on that keypad. And right now I'm inside the information screen. You see the eye right there that's highlighted? So I'm in that screen, and then I'm just gonna press down. And so that's all driving information. Sway warning, if it has to warn you repeatedly with the lane keep assist, lane departure alert feature, that's going to calculate how, based on how many times it has to warn you when you need to take a break. If you're swerving a lot, swaying a lot in and out of your lane, it's going to pop up and tell you to take a break. I love that feature. I just press the little back arrow. I'm going to press right, navigation, audio. That's lane departure alert. I just pressed the lane departure alert icon on the steering wheel right there. And now I see that lane departure alert feature. Just press the cruise control on button right there. On. And now my radar cruise control is ready. Now I just press the distance for the radar cruise control right there. And now that allows me to set the distance. That's the furthest amount away. That's the next. That's the closest. At that distance, it's going to keep you at the maximum distance from the vehicle in front of you to maintain safety. If the person in front of you brakes, the Highlander will brake. Now this center display is absolutely fantastic. Audio, home, apps, seek track, volume, tune and scroll, CD, and I can press audio sources, AM, FM, XM, CD, USB, audio, and Bluetooth audio and auxiliary. I can press home, and that's a customizable screen Driver Easy Speak, love this. You can hit on, and there is a little microphone up here in the front, and it is going to allow the people in the third row to hear my voice through the speakers in the back because it picks it up. I just hit that, and I can actually hear my voice kind of like in stereo right now in the car. That is so cool. Apps, and this is part of the Toyota Intune system. So this is how I'm going to control different settings for different apps, like navigation, audio, phone, messages. It can actually read text messages and emails out loud to me. Eco, that's going to be fuel economy information, letting me know how my driving is. Setup is how I'm going to basically set the vehicle to work in the exact way I want it to work, according to these things. Remember I was telling you about the home screen? So the 3-panel layout is here, and I'm actually going to change the Driver Easy Speak to weather, and I'm going to change phone to audio. That's kind of the way I always do it, because when I get in the car, I want to see, the first thing I want to see is the big screen for navigation to see where I am. I want to see weather, and also I want to see the radio. So if I'm listening to the radio, I want to be able to see the radio controls here. And speaking of radio, my radio control screen is right here. And so right now it is on FM. And you can see that you can combine AM, FM, and XM all on one set. The selections you see here, 1 through 6, represent a set. And so this is going to be the different stations that I can memorize. I've got arrows here up and down. So I can press this, and you can see that I have a whole lot of stations that I can memorize, all the way up to 36. So what I'm going to do is tune here to the station that I want to memorize. You see that? And then when I get to the station that I want to memorize, I press a number here, and it just memorized that in the number 1 position. Pretty cool. You see where it says HD? HD radio allows it to take full advantage of the FM bandwidth. So at any point I can press this and I can listen to the other 100.3. There are actually 2 100.3s in the area. Down below is your climate system. I have dual zone climate control. I can just use this silver ring to change the temperature here. And then whenever I turn this one here, sync activates so that I can, or sync deactivates so that I have control of the passenger side there as well. When I press sync, notice that these numbers are going to match. And now this button or this dial controls the cabin temperature. Recirculate, this controls the fan speed manually. That controls the mode, climate mode, or basically the fan direction. Rear temperature control, that cuts the rear control on and off. Defrost front, defrost rear and side glass. Hazards. Automatic or auto makes it work like the central air in your house. So when you press auto, you simply set a temperature and it's going to maintain that cabin temperature automatically. Right now we're looking at the map lights and the Homelink, and also your sunroof controls. Far left, that's how you open and close the sunroof. Far right, that's how you tilt the back of the sunroof up and down. 1, 2, 3 is Homelink. That's how you control or set your garage door opener. Map lights are here and door. I would love to say a huge thank you to Van York Toyota in High Point, North Carolina for the opportunity to film this beautiful Highlander. If you would like to see more of Van York Toyota, what they offer as far as their service and sales, look them up on the worldwide internet machine there. I'll leave all of their contact information in the description box below. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I hope this helps you enjoy your ride. Remember to subscribe and share, and enjoy your ride.